Eamonn Holmes shares, awful, reality of daily struggles in new health update. The 65-year-old presenter opened up about how his health has deteriorated. Broadcaster Eamonn Holmes has shared a frank and emotional update on his health, revealing that he is now reliant on a wheelchair and unable to perform basic daily tasks due to ongoing mobility issues. Speaking on GB News during a segment on exercise and cancer prevention, the 65-year-old presenter opened up about how his health has deteriorated, leaving him unable to take part in even simple physical activity. "This makes me feel awful," he admitted to co-host Ellie Costello and guest Tim Vincent. "Because I would have been pro-exercise, but I can't move. I'm in a wheelchair now. I can't put on the right trainers, I can't change, I can't go to the showers, I can't do things, I can't stand up." Holmes, who has experienced a series of serious health issues in recent years, including chronic back problems and nerve damage, used the moment to highlight the challenges faced by others with limited mobility. "There are a lot of people who are incapable of exercising and therefore, rightly so, we see their increase of cancer growing," he said. Vincent responded with support, acknowledging Holmes' situation. "Absolutely, and that's an issue that everybody's going to face. And you're obviously in a really difficult position. Any exercise, I think, is going to help, especially for these people that have had cancer once and can get out there." Holmes then asked, "So you're actually saying if you're in redemption from cancer or whatever, you could keep it at bay by exercising?" Vincent replied, "It's actually better than a pill. The results are actually better than a pill. It's common sense, isn't it? We were talking in the green room before, to keep yourself fit as much as you can, or whatever you are allowed to do, it is a good idea." Costello also noted the mental health benefits of staying active. "I know we're talking about cancer here and obviously the physical benefits, but it's good for up here as well, for your mental health and your mind." Holmes' appearance comes amid a difficult period in his health journey. The former This Morning presenter underwent major spinal surgery in 2022 to address chronic pain caused by 3 slipped discs. He has also had a double hip replacement and suffered significant damage to his sciatic nerve, affecting movement in his right leg. After suffering a fall recently at home, the presenter also a fall on GB News while the camera was focused on commentator Charlie Rowley. A loud crash could be heard off-screen, prompting Holmes' co-host to exclaim, "Oh my gosh." A visibly stunned Rowley immediately moved to help Holmes, but the veteran host quickly reassured viewers, saying, I'm fine, I'm fine. Carry on, carry on." Rowley attempted to continue the segment, but producers swiftly cut to an extended 6-minute advert break. The presenter falling off his chair on GB News comes just weeks after he fell in his bathroom, suffering the sorest and most powerful knock to his head. He had already revealed on Instagram that he had been hospitalized following the fall, but recalled the accident later in more details on GB News. Holmes said he was fortunate to have his phone within reach and was able to call for an ambulance. He has frequently been pictured either in a wheelchair or relying on walking aids and turned to various therapies to aid his rehabilitation. In March, Holmes told his followers he is in constant pain. "Even when the sun shines there's pain," he said, sharing a selfie to his 782,000 followers. "Sometimes I feel I'll never beat this disc immobility, but I'm determined to have a life. So pray for me, help me or get out of the way, social media haters." Eamonn Holmes removes his wedding ring weeks after ex Ruth Langsford ditched her own band. Eamonn Holmes has removed his wedding ring, over a year since his split from Ruth Langsford. The TV couple shocked fans with their joint statement on May 25, 2024, confirming the end of their 14-year marriage. And while Eamonn, 65, has embarked on a new relationship with new girlfriend Katie Alexander, 43, he had continued to wear his gold band on his wedding finger. However, as he hosted Tuesday's edition of GB News alongside co-star Ellie Costello, his ring was noticeably absent from his hand. While the presenter publicly ditched his jewelry for the on-air appearance, Mail Only understands that Eamonn does occasionally remove his ring. Just days ago, the star was seen ringless while attending the launch party of groundbreaking new luxury raffle company Anchored UK. It comes weeks after Ruth finally ditched her wedding ring, almost a year after announcing their split. But since then, Ruth has resolutely kept her wedding and engagement rings on, even once declaring to a fan that she wouldn't remove them, "Because I am still married." On a recent episode of her ITV show Loose Women though, Ruth revealed the rings were off. Meanwhile, Eamonn's girlfriend Katie Alexander recently addressed a diamond ring on her wedding finger in new post shortly after going Instagram official with their romance. The presenter and marriage guidance counselor Katie have been dating since mid-2024, with engagement rumors swirling since December. And taking to her Instagram stories, Katie posted a glowing selfie in a striped shirt, adding a playful thought bubble that read, "Time for a coffee in between clients." In the snap, a dazzling diamond ring was clearly visible, prompting questions from fans. But before any rumors could gather steam, Katie quickly shut them down. She clarified, "Before anyone jumps to the #Ringgate bandwagon, the camera is reversed so. Right hand ring finger." During his GB News show on Tuesday, Eamonn delivered a heartbreaking health update on live TV after a frightening fall in the middle of filming his news show. Eamonn and Ellie were joined by Tim Vincent, 52, and Don Neeson, 60, to discuss the latest newsworthy headlines. Actor Tim pointed out on Breakfast with Eamonn and Ellie that research has shown that exercising can cut the risk of cancer. But as the star explained the research, Eamonn said, "This makes me feel awful because I would have been pro-exercise but I can't move. I'm in a wheelchair now. I can't put on trainers, I can't change, I can't go to the showers, I can't do things, I can't stand up. There are a lot of people who are incapable of exercising, and therefore, rightly so, an increase of cancer growing." Tim replied, "Absolutely, and that is an issue that everybody is going to face. You're obviously in a really difficult position. Any exercise I think is going to help, especially for these people who have had cancer once and can get out there." Eamonn has battled a number of health problems in recent years, including a double hip replacement surgery, slipped discs and ongoing spinal problems. Last month Eamonn fell off his chair live on air, shocking his GB News co-stars. As the camera focused on commentator Charlie Rowley at 6:15 a.m., a crash could be heard off-screen and the broadcaster's co-host Ellie Costello exclaimed, "Oh my gosh." Eamonn was then heard saying, "I'm fine, 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 carry on, carry on." A stunned Charlie tried to continue but the early morning news program cut to adverts seconds later. After an extended 6-minute break, Eamonn returned to screens, joking, "I'm still alive," as he blamed the wonky wheels on his chair. "They're very wonky wheels on chairs we've got here. As a matter of fact, we don't really like the chairs here," he said to his co-host Ellie. "It was a shock for me because I had a fall 2 weeks ago in my bathroom that hospitalized me and that hit me right in the back. And that hit me again right in the back. Really, really sore, really sore." Eamonn Holmes' age gap girlfriend Katie Alexander, 42, received death threats amid year of hell with GB News star. Following his split from Ruth Langsford. The 3rd of June 2025, 12:06 updated, the 3rd of June 2025, 12:55. Eamonn Holmes' younger girlfriend Katie Alexander has revealed the horrible trolling she faced during a year of hell while seeing the star. Eamonn Holmes and Katie began dating last year following his shock split from Loose Women star Ruth Langsford. One-time TV golden couple Eamonn and Ruth are currently in the midst of a divorce battle for their £3.6 million home. And recently Ruth has been granted a severance of joint tenancy of the 6-bed property. It wasn't long before Eamonn moved on with Katie Alexander. But it seems she's had a tough time over the first year of their romance. And has told her followers she won't forget how people have treated her. Katie Alexander hits out at trolls. It seems 2024 wasn't the smoothest year for the couple as Ruth and Eamonn's divorce hit the headlines and the trolls crawled out of the woodwork. Yesterday, June 2nd, Katie took to her Instagram stories to explain that she's had a year of hell while seeing Eamonn. She added that there had been lies about me and death threats from people who have never met me. Katie continued, "Not only did my mental health suffer, but also my children's did. One thing I don't do is forget. But a huge thank you to my friends and family who know me, and the truth. And those have supported me through the past year." Who is Eamonn Holmes' new love? The 65-year-old presenter began dating marriage counselor Katie Alexander last year, when the pair went Instagram official. Eamonn's girlfriend is 42 years old, meaning there is a huge 23-year age gap between the couple. And Eamonn isn't the only one who has been married before, as Katie was previously married to a man called George Alexander. But the pair seem to be going strong as they have been spotted jetting off on numerous occasions, and even sparked engagement rumors recently, something his reps have shut down. How did Eamonn Holmes meet Katie Alexander? It was reported that the pair grew close after striking up a friendship on Twitter way back in 2015. At the time, Katie responded to one of Eamonn's tweets, striking up a conversation. At the time, the pair were both involved with the same mental health charity, which reportedly strengthened their bond.